Day 171 of the war in Gaza. Fighting continues in and around Shifa Hospital in Gaza City and fighting renewed in Khan Yunis. But there is no sign of an Israeli operation in the densely populated Rafah area. Rafah is where Israeli leaders have repeatedly stressed that 4 Hamas brigades remain intact in the city and insist that victory cannot be complete without eliminating the remaining organized terrorist forces and leadership believed hiding in underground tunnels. Rafah is a safe haven for some 1.3 million Gazan civilians. Many were instructed to move there by the IDF when operating in northern Gaza. The IDF has presented a plan of action that would move the civilians before the offensive is launched, but the government, facing U.S. and world pressure, has yet to give the order. Defense Minister Gallant arrived in Washington today for talks focused on the conduct of a potential Rafah operation and a plan for post-war Gaza. Meanwhile, the operation at Shifa Hospital is ongoing. The fighters of the 401st Brigade's combat team raided buildings there as part of the operation. During the fighting, the forces located many weapons and arrested and eliminated terrorists. During the operation, fighters searched a 4-story building after shots were fired. When they reached the 4th floor, the forces encountered a terrorist who threw grenades. They eliminated him and continued to search the building.
This operation isn't over yet. Right now, Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists are barricading themselves inside the Shifa hospital wards. Hamas is destroying the Shifa hospital. Hamas is firing from inside the Shifa emergency room and maternity ward and throwing explosives devices from the Shifa burn ward. Terrorists hiding around the hospital are firing mortars at our forces, causing extensive damage to the hospital buildings.
In Khan Yunis, IDF fighters from the 98th Division again raided the Al Amal neighborhood to continue dismantling terrorist infrastructure and eliminate terrorists in the area. The operation began with the Air Force destroying about 40 terrorist targets. Among the targets attacked were military buildings, underground tunnels, and other terrorist infrastructure. The Army issued a warning calling on Hamas terrorists to stop using hospitals and other civilian facilities as a shield for their terror activities, which harm innocent civilians.